We are back live in Philadelphia, MBA annual. We're talking to movers and shakers, thought leaders, published authors, people that are moving the industry forward. And I have an incredible guest for you, Jim Deitch, CEO of Terra Verde. Jim always has so many great insights. I couldn't be more excited to have him. Jim, welcome, first of all, to the show.
Hey, it's great to be back, Michael. Good to see you.
It's great to see you. You're there talking to lenders. You're in the trenches. You've been doing this for a number of years. What are some of the areas that lenders are struggling with the most, and where are you seeing some of the greatest uplift?
I think lenders are really struggling with how to be profitable. They've made some cuts, they've made some adjustments, but yet they are not profitable. And to have a sustainable business model, you've got to have your costs and your desired profit fit within the available revenue. And available revenue right now is pretty constrained. It's constrained because of inventory, it's constrained because of rates, it's constrained because of affordability. So that means that available revenue has been cut down and costs have to be essentially put into it. And this doesn't mean just cutting people, it means finding ways to be more efficient. It's finding ways to really get your tech stack to do what it needs to do and to be able to make a meaningful reduction in costs.
So let's talk about that meaningful reduction, because I love that you said it's not just about cutting people, it's leveraging technology. At Fintech Hunting, we love to talk about how technology can assist people. Where are some of the technology uplifts? Where are some of the technology adding some of those efficiencies that you're talking about?
So one of the most interesting conversations I've had with Jonathan Core, good friend, a retired CEO of Ellie Mae. And we were talking one day over a couple drinks, and he said, Jim, what do you think the actual implementation of all the productivity and automation that's native to Encompass, what do you think the average client is doing? And we both wrote down numbers. And I wrote down a number, he wrote down a number. I wrote down 15%, he wrote down 10%. Literally, what people are paying for today, for every dollar spent, they're getting about 10 cents of the capability of that technology.
Wow.
And it doesn't mean go buy new tech, it means leverage what you have and make sure that what you're doing is actually taking advantage of all that native automation. And it's not, it really requires a look at the process and how you're doing business. And as Raj said, to get rid of the checkers, checking, checkers, and to take advantage of how do you get a process that goes from here to here with the shortest distance and the highest productivity.
So tell me about how Terra Verde can step in, because I think one of the things is sometimes lenders need a third-party perspective. They need someone to come in and take a look at these processes that they've been doing year after year, and not that you're pointing fingers, but you're able to identify those inefficiencies.
So typical example, we just finished an engagement with a relatively large client, and we started at the back of the process. We worked forward looking at every step, identified 146 tasks, and by the time we had gone through how they really would implement what they have, and to get that efficiency, it was reduced to 46 tasks, and roughly 56% of the touch labor came out. So it's that independent perspective of having looked at 200 to 300 different clients and taking how they want to do business and getting their business process actually to take advantage of the technology and actually to accomplish their objectives.
Jim, you always have so many great insights. What's the best way somebody can get a hold of you and Terra Verde to really have a more in-depth discussion and a discovery call to really find out how you guys can bring value?
Yeah, www.terraverde.com.